hours. 4 hours in a rented gym that still smells like socks and childhood trauma. And where did it get us? Other than bored? The band wasn't even looking for anything specific. We just wanted change. We wanted to see who was out there, if they'd show up.
Oh, I'm loving the
They
vibes.
showed up all right.
You know, I had a dream where this exact thing happened. Except we were on stage. And naked.
We were auditioning.
Not all of us. Okay, it was just me. I was naked. I think this went better.
The women are indeed womening.
Hey, we should consider that. We could be the Naked Band. Coming soon to a really private auditorium near you.
You know, somehow I believe you'd actually do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with a hard no. Okay, let's just wrap this up. Kaz, do you need a ride?
Just to Brian's. I'm crashing on his couch until I get a new place.
What? You said it'd be 2 days.
You know you like having me around. Whatever.
Have you heard yourself snore?
I'm just trying to absorb the vibes.
Hey, Grace, you okay? I know you've been kind of loose ends since you left college. I was just hoping tonight would cheer you up.
Sorry, hold on. I'm gonna, is this already timed? You're the... Ah! You want me to romance already? Sure.
You're always looking out for me, Freddie.
Okay.
Well, that's the deal, right? Best friends to the end.
Right.
Sorry, that I panicked.
Wish it wasn't
When in
always
doubt,
so
always
sad.
flirt.
Hey, don't worry about that. Really, Grace. You'll get through this.
Music is your life, Freddie. You're the drummer, the lyricist. All of this was your idea. I wish I knew where I fit.
I think you fit. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Why is everybody so hot?
I'm gonna hang out a bit and lock up. I'll see you at home.
Like, why do I feel like I'm talking to them in person? Feeling real flustered right now. First song.
Lost at sea, with no sails, not a breeze. I am drifting cold waters, no star to be seen.
Laura Bailey, the woman that you are.
Is the world too much, or is it just me? Everything I set upon unravels at my feet. Everything I've learned wasted on a girl who doesn't know how to be free. Like a boat lost at sea, with no sails, not a breeze. I am drifting cold waters, no star
Who that?
to be seen. Oh,
Sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt. I heard you from outside.
Ashley!
My name's Calliope.
Sorry.
You have an amazing voice. I hope you know that.
thanks. I'm Grace. Are you here for the audition, or?
Yes. Yes, I am.
Sorry, I'm like about to start crying for some reason.
Okay. Did you, bring an instrument or some music?
I kinda bring my music wherever I go.
Alright, well.
With the fire furious, I have burned my tongue. Grief from all the promises, too many dreams unsung. All the steps I didn't take and paths proved untrue. Is there any path through? Like a boat lost at sea, though I'm about to with no sails, not a you breeze. Still have your life ahead. I am drifting cold waters, no star to be seen. All things that lose their way can find it again. There is no inertia in the ocean.
Charming. This is Grace with soul and charisma. She tries to do the right thing and everyone likes her more for it. In your face. This Grace is very punk rock and not afraid to get reckless and aggressive when it's called for. Sometimes you need to think your way out of a problem, right? This Grace is sneakier, smarter, and witty. Oh my god, you can't make me— ah! Ugh! I want to make her kick ass this time around.
Maybe if I paddle hard enough, I'll fight the waves, try to be tough. Can I belong to the sea?
Wow. What was that?
Well, now I want to hear the other options.
Just so wonderful. I had to finish it with you. I hope that's all right. I also know what it feels like to be lost. To feel as if you have no place to turn. That's why I had to come inside.
I'm glad you— have we met before? I'm glad you did.
I'm glad you did. That was... I've never experienced anything like that before.
Not the best at
I'd be
making
surprised if you had.
quick dialogue choices.
What's that? It felt like... the music was everywhere, like it was coming from inside me.
It always has, Grace. Just as it was when I walked in. May I ask you why you feel so adrift? You're so young. Surely your life is just beginning.
Be honest.
It would sound stupid.
Try me.
Well... I left school because I didn't feel like I belonged there, but I still haven't found my place. What am I supposed to do? Where am I supposed to go? Shouldn't I have figured this out by now?
Those are good questions to ask.
Feeling a little attacked right now. Not gonna lie.
I should go.
About the audition. I'm sure everyone will agree you're in, if you want to be, that is.
I hope to see you again, Grace. Perhaps soon.
Right. See you then.
Abby and Ellie should have just sung it out. Real. Strong intro. Oh, I'm gonna live there?
Did you lose your keys, Fred? I thought you'd be... What the... Calliope?
I didn't know where else. I'm so sorry, Grace.
That quick? Ah! What?
Oh, God. You're hurt. I'll get help.
No. No, you have to wait. You can't go. I didn't want to do this to you. Not like this.
Sorry, what?
I'm so sorry.
What do you mean? Hey, Calliope!
I mean, yeah, how does she know where she lives? But I also feel like that wasn't the most pressing problem.
What is that?
Ah!
Oh, I can wait. Take your time.
Is that my door?
Technically, it's my door. Or our door, maybe? I came as soon as I could.
We need help.
I think she's dead. We need help. You need to call someone or...
Well, I'm someone. I got called. Happens every time one of us dies, you know?
Okay, but why does he look...
She really is dead,
Like,
huh?
why is he dressed like a K-pop idol?
So, of course is gonna want to talk to you. Sucks, but, you know.
Explain this right now. Oh!
You are gonna tell me what's going on right now.
Escalated.
Who are you?
But
How
okay.
did you get here? What is happening?
Alright, jeez. Let me go. Look, I can see you don't know squat about this, so I'm gonna explain real quick, but then you gotta come with me, okay? When Cal died, you saw a shiny thing come out of her, right? That was her soul. That's what made her a god.
A what?
It's in you, which makes you a god. Surprise, right? You with me so far? Cool. Let's go.
When you have delivery, when you have a day job as a delivery guy, but then you're also a K-pop idol by night.
Where are we?
Sorry to drop you and run, but when an idol dies, there's like 100 different things I gotta do.
No, wait. Where did you bring me? How did we get here?
The chorus can explain. Don't touch anything. Okay?
Wait! Come back!
Okay.
Yeah,
What do we do?
we're here and, not touch...
I'm gonna touch everything. What do you mean? Oh. They're not giving me the choice. Okay. Okay. But dramatic,
Our
but
beloved sister, the last of the muses.
literally
has
everyone is
passed
so
on.
hot. What do you
To
mean?
you, our new sister, delivered to us by dear sweet Hermes. It's, Grace, yes?
Yes?
Oh, my. You have had quite the day, haven't you?
If I oh, Lord. Who are you?
Someone died in my arms. Where
Which
is
wait,
this?
which voice do you mean?
How did I get here? Who are you people?
So many questions. This is my office, and I expect you arrived
Athena's
through one
house?
of Hermes' portals.
The shiny doorway.
As for who we are, well, that does require some explanation, I agree. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Athena, goddess of wisdom. This is Apollo, god of prophecy, dressed for the occasion, as always. The wondrous Aphrodite, goddess of love. And the one glaring at you is Persephone, once queen of the underworld. Together, we are the chorus. We rule over the idols, our name for the gods who remain. All of us, hidden in your modern world.
Bisexual panic. You live here? You expect me to believe this?
You expect me to believe that gods, sorry, idols, have been living among us for what? Thousands of years? You're thousands of years old.
Oh, no, I'm not trying to make you believe anything. Not at all. If you'd like to believe this office is right outside your front door, or that we are, I don't know, actors, religious fanatics, by all means.
For
The only
actors?
thing I do need you to grasp is that you are here.
That's what I
This
would have
is real,
assumed.
And like it or not, it is happening.
You said I'm a god now? And you live here? Oh, so these are all questions with these little symbols. And I guess this one moves this the dialogue forward? Wait, gods are real?
But gods aren't real. They can't be. They're just.
Stories, myths, legends.
If you're real, you'd
That
be
was
all over
Erica?
it. You wouldn't be hiding or.
Don't pay much attention to those old tales about us, Grace. They weren't very true to begin with.
Whoa.
And, well, truth be told, we've diminished since those days. That doesn't mean we're helpless, of course. Far from it. Yet, at the end of the day, we too are just people, trying to get by.
Right, and you live here, not in some city in Europe or a.
On top of a mountain? Oh, I know. Once we roamed marble halls, and now, fashionably appointed apartments. We have Wi-Fi. We move with the times, Grace. We have to, if we're going to remain hidden and survive. The mortals grow more and more
If we're
clever
going to
with
remain
common
hidden
sense.
and then they're dressed like that.
Television. I do what I must.
Wait, you said, and Hermes said, that I'm a god now too. And an idol.
That is true.
That thing that came out of it.
I mean, living for thousands of years would
We
probably
call it
make
an
you a little
eidolon,
weird.
The part of Calliope's soul which made her an idol.
I assume.
Which now makes you one.
Athena, we are wasting time.
The reason you're here, Grace, the reason why we made you wait so long while we debated, is because we have rules. Those rules mean we can't admit into our ranks a usurper. Never mind a possible murderer. I know this will all come as a shock, and I'm so sorry to say it, but I'm afraid you have to die.
Ah! Sorry? This is insane.
Whoa, that's a concern. First gods exist, and boom, hey, now I'm a god too. Now boom, time to die?
I realize this must seem very unfair.
Oh, you realize that? Well, what am I supposed to do? How do I defend myself?
Calliope's blood is literally on your hands.
But isn't...
Oh, she looks so helpless. Maybe we
We should do as we agreed. Calliope's line would end, yes, but what other option do we have? Let a usurper remain an idol?
Justice has to be done, for Calliope's sake.
But... this isn't justice!
Oh! Let's go.
You cannot hide from this reality.
I'm not hiding, though a little lost here.
If you are lost, little girl, this bears explanation. Dear child, please listen. You have usurped a muse.
I also know this voice. I just can't place it right now.
To be arranged.
But it's unfair.
I know, but our laws cannot be changed.
But she came to me.
You must realize there are simple rules. If one of us dies, these rules have been the tools that
You must know
us.
I didn't do it. Is it weird this isn't song?
Now that the muse is gone, I'm afraid you'll have to see.
Athena is Felicia Day.
Is in accord. Justice won't be ignored.
I disagree.
Hold on. I disagree.
Did I hear that correctly?
You've been quiet this entire time, Apollo. Why speak up now?
I grieve Calliope's loss just as much as the rest of you, but I can't let you do this.
He's right. What if Grace speaks
Troy?
the truth? What if Calliope chose her?
And what if Calliope was murdered by her?
I
What
feel
if
like-
Grace stole her eidolon?
I feel like I'm going insane.
Don't you want justice?
Oh, Apollo, I thought we'd agreed this was justice. What would you have us do?
I'm trying to change the camera. Hold on. Okay, perfect. I'm trying to change the camera placement because this is like the most inconvenient spot for me to be in. I think this should be fine. Okay, let's keep going. Let me prove myself. We need to find the truth. I want a trial. Let me prove myself.
I can prove myself. If you let me. I can try.
I'm seriously considering this.
They look a little flabbergasted.
Very well. This one time. I put a motion before the chorus. Do we allow Grace the right to prove her innocence?
Yes.
I think so. Yes.
Fine.
And there we have it.
Persephone, my hand in marriage. What just happened? So I live? How do I prove my innocence?
Wait, I'm gonna get some help with this, right? Some direction?
You say Calliope chose you. I would like to believe that.
Lauren, did I say hi to you? Because I feel like I didn't.
You
also,
have a week to
Annalena,
find out what happened, Grace.
I say hi to you in my head
There
all
will
the
be a
time.
trial. If you cannot provide proof of your innocence by then, oh, our original verdict stands.
But I never know if I say hi to you, like, actually, out loud. How do I find... This is so unreal.
This is not real. I fell down some stairs, right? I'm in a coma. A nice, normal coma.
Oh, would that were so. For then Calliope would still be with us.
I look cute today. Thank you so much.
Any minute.
We're not going to keep you, Grace. You have much to do. Before you go, however, a few rules. Do not reveal our existence to the mortal world. This includes mortal authorities. They cannot help you. Do not harm another idol. Do not leave the city. Do as the chorus commands.
Too many rules for my
Otherwise,
ADHD brain.
Do whatever you must to find the true killer. If they exist.
Oh, that's all?
Welcome, dear sister.
And do help yourself to a cookie.
Grace's apartment, time to head home. Okay, so journal. Let me check the journal first. Okay, so you can kind of read about the characters here. I don't know if you remember this, but this sweater vest is like the same one that I wore with like a black turtleneck underneath when I was playing Resident Evil 2. And I said that I look like I'm wearing a safety vest. I feel like it looks significantly less safety vesty without the turtleneck. I think it was probably the black because the turtleneck was black. I think if it was white, I think it would have looked better. It would have looked less like a safety vest. You know, I understand when you're a god, right? And you've lived for so fucking long, obviously you would start to go a little insane. Like, all your decision making simply cannot be that great when you've lived through thousands of years. Something as simple as, like, death probably doesn't mean shit to them. Okay, characters. Freddy. I only call her Farishta when I'm visiting her house. Her mom always makes these deep-fried honey snacks I love. Oh, there are parentheses that I completely ignored. Freddy has been my best friend since probably forever. We used to make up rhymes while we skipped rope. It's been that long. We've come a long way from those days. Edge of Elysium is her band, and inviting me in was her idea. I was keen on joining since I haven't seen Freddy much since I left school, but it's been kind of rough going. I can sing, sure, but when we get a gig, it feels good being up there on stage. But is this really my thing? I don't know. Calliope. I know Calliope was one of the muses. Is that the same thing as being a god? But that's really about it. I don't know where she lived, what she got up to, or who her enemies were. I have so many questions. For one, what was she doing when she found me at the gymnasium? Was she just passing by, or did she plan that? How did she know where I lived? I keep thinking about what Calliope said to me before she died. She seemed so sad. Did she know this was going to happen? Most of all, why did she pick me? Hermes is the idol. See? K-pop. He really is an idol. Like, why is... I think it's the crossbody bag that throws me off. And, like, the earring. Hermes is the idol who came to collect me at my apartment when Calliope died. I didn't know their names at the time, of course. Oh, their name at the time, of course. Athena only mentioned who they were after. Oh, so Hermes is non-binary. Slay. I guess they're the god of doorways, maybe? I wonder if they can go anywhere with that power. Into bank vaults on top of a mountain across the world? Pretty wild to think about. Could Hermes have been involved in Calliope's death? They seemed surprised, if not really broken up about it. Not that Hermes strikes me as someone who does much deep thinking. They seem more like a kid, although I guess looks can be deceiving. Why did they have to come when Calliope died? And they did it right away too. Kinda suspicious if you ask me. Aphrodite is the goddess of love, and I can believe it. She has that sparkle when you look at her. Like she's one of those old-timey movie stars, all glamour and presence. I bet if she walks into a room, everyone stops what they're doing to stare at her. Why she's part of the chorus, I have no idea. She seemed kind of quiet and sad, like she's busy writing some teary ballad in her head and not really listening to what's going on around her. If Aphrodite is behind Calliope's death, then she hides it super well. Maybe you just naturally learn how to be a great actress after 1,000 years or so. How would I know? So hot. I didn't know much about this Apollo. He's the only guy on the chorus, but he didn't say much of anything until he kind of defended me, I guess. At least he disagreed with the "you need to die" verdict. I guess I owe him one, if I actually owed anyone for giving me an extra week before they kill me. Not so sure about that. Athena introduced Apollo as the god of prophecy, but I'm not sure exactly what that means. Don't prophets wear long robes and speak in big booming voices? This one looks less like a god and more like a surfer who crashed on the beach after a party and still hasn't found all his clothes. Could he have killed Calliope? I can't take anything for granted when it comes to these people. Athena's supposed to be the goddess of wisdom, but how does that work? Is it a power of hers? Does she just know things? She's supposed to be really powerful, but how exactly? Mostly, she just seemed like my mom, or anyone's mom. Maybe that's what she is to the idols. The mom who looks after them and keeps them going. She was all smiles and was even super sweet when she told me I had to die, like it would be no big deal. That makes her a scary mom. Like the kind that demands to speak to the manager when things don't go her way, because things always go her way. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe she's the cool mom. Or maybe she'll keep smiling while she smothers me with a pillow, because she's thousands of years old and I'm basically nothing in comparison. See, that's what I said. You know what would make him look hotter? Dark hair. You're not wrong. Where was I? Oh, there. And maybe she killed Calliope, and that makes me an annoyance because that means her murder didn't quite take. But then, why give me the chance to prove myself? If she really wanted me dead, shouldn't she have just said, nope, no vote, let's nip this in the bud? Athena really seems like the type who'd do that, right? Idols are so confusing. I'm sorry. Every time that Persephone will be on screen, I will start hyperventilating. Like, it's just gonna happen. I'm sorry. What did Athena say about Persephone? She's the queen of the underworld? I had to look it up, but she's basically the idol version of hell. Does that mean it's a real place? Like, you die and you go to the underworld? Or maybe that only happens to idols. Mind you, Athena didn't exactly say Persephone was the queen of the underworld, did she? She said once the queen of the underworld, so she isn't any longer. And she's also the only idol that Athena didn't say was the god of something or other. I'm willing to bet there's a whole story about that. Whatever it is, it's pretty clear this Persephone hates me, and not just because she thinks I'm a murderer, because don't they all think that? It feels personal. Those sharp eyes of hers wanted to gut me and hang me on a clothesline, so I'd I'd better watch my back. I'm just in awe of that character design. For very heterosexual reasons. Okay, so I guess there'll be more locations here and we can just click on where we need to go. End of the road. Inherited the legacy of the last muse. My first trophy.
Grace?
By the way, let me know if the audio is like too loud, too quiet. Because it feels quite loud to me at certain points.
Hi.
Hi. Hi. Hi. You're kidding, right? When I came home, the door was wide open. You weren't answering your phone. Kaz and Brian are still out looking for... Grace... We thought something happened to you. Wait, did something happen to you?
Make up a story. Oh, are we gonna lie to our best friend? You didn't find a body. A very concerning thing to say to anyone. So how long do I have to pick an answer? Because I'm pretty sure I left timed responses on. She needs to process. Make up a story.
Yeah. Kidnapped by aliens.
Well, if you don't want to tell me, you don't have to.
Big, scary aliens.
You were gone all night. Why didn't you answer your phone? I was calling and calling. This wasn't some hookup, was it? Because, you know, you can say it's none of your business, Freddy.
What the fuck? Why is everyone hot? It is genuinely concerning. I should warn you.
Freddy? You might not want to turn around.
Why? Did your hookup return? Did they bring flowers? Are they preparing to serenade you?
Hi there.
Who is this, Grace? Why does he have horns?
Something to confess?
So, a lot's happened since I saw you last, Freddy. Like, a lot.
You don't say.
To answer your question, my dear, you see the horns because I allow you to see the horns.
Fran!
That's crazy, right? As for who I am, I've been known most often as Pan. So you call me that.
Is that who I think it is?
Pan, of the Greek gods, Pan, right?
But is that Carrie Payton?
The days of idols being called gods are well behind us, I'm afraid, but I assure you, I am the real article. I've come to offer our newest idol a helping hand. Or perhaps two. You do look lost, don't you?
Oh, I really want to ask this. I should have gone with the clever option, because that's more, like, in alignment with what I would ask and pick. Can we talk in front of Freddy? Because that was one of the, like, I'm not allowed to tell or like expose them, right?
So we can just talk about this in front of Freddy.
Haven't you?
Low-key, I didn't hear a word he
And here
said.
I drop my glamour and everything.
It's just, I was told we're not supposed to. Talk about it, that is.
Talk about what? Grace, tell me.
The prohibition is against revealing the idols to the mortal world. She's not the mortal world, is she? She can be trusted, can't she?
Why do I have the feeling that I'm gonna regret not leaving with Brian and Kaz?
Oh, I can guarantee it.
Okay, Freddy. Have a seat. Let's talk.
Huh.
That's it?
Huh? I guess. Do you believe in this, Grace?
I'm still hoping I'll wake up. This feels like one really long, really bad dream.
I love how he just hovers behind her.
If it is, the cool part hasn't happened yet.
Well, I have a million questions, but I can ask them later. The important thing is that I am here to support my best friend.
I'm sorry. This choice would be significantly easier for me if I knew all the options. If I knew all the romance options. Like, is it just her? Is it like, is there someone else? Are there multiple? Like
What did I ever do to deserve a friend like you?
You sat next to me at lunch period.
I mean, you give me the option to flirt. I'm a
All
flirt.
sorts of benefits, up to and including the tracking down of supernatural killers.
But
Such darling camaraderie. It brings a tear to my eye. It truly does.
Speaking of killers.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. You wound me, dear lady. I've come to offer advice to our newest idol, a foundling who was set adrift most cruelly.
do tell me how many options there are. Don't tell me who. Yeah, what's in it for you?
So you're here purely for my sake, then?
For?
Like a charity case?
My dear sweet girl, as far as you're concerned, I am the god of charity cases.
But you're not, are you? Pan was the god of lust and mischief. Doesn't sound too charitable to me.
I hope I can romance Pan.
The old tales of the gods. Such antics, such fantasy. Pay them no mind.
God of lust and mischief? Okay.
You know, you could be the killer, for all I know.
Come to mislead you, perhaps. How fiendishly clever of me. Well called, darling.
And maybe even true.
Poor, poor Pan! To be eternally maligned and mistrusted. Alas, and alas, and alas. I doubt there's a line of idols waiting to offer you advice, Grace. But whether you accept mine or not is for you to decide.
I feel didn't I pick this option? Why is it there still?
Seems rather convenient, you showing up with advice. How did you even know I existed?
A little bird told me, if you must know. Very useful, those little birds.
He's not gonna tell you, Grace.
There's not much to tell. Among the idols, news travels swiftly. We are a tiny village of godly busybodies. I heard of your arrival, and I know how obtuse the chorus can be. So here I am. You're welcome.
I trust you.
I still don't trust you. Nobody does anything for free.
Now. Who said I was doing anything for free?
Here we go.
I have not, however, asked for anything. As of yet.
Okay, I'll bite. What's your advice? I have to admit, I don't really know where to start.
Well, I'm not normally one to run amok.
Oh, I
telling
should check
others
if I
how
can
to
use
live
my
lives.
arrow keys
But have you
instead of my
considered
mouse.
using your powers?
My powers.
Music, art, passion. You are the last muse, and all these are now your province.
Massive slay. Honestly. The chorus started singing. Do I have to press enter to confirm? I don't know.
When I was talking to Athena and the others, they all started singing. Does that mean that was me?
Let me guess. Music swelled as if from nowhere. Lips quivered, souls were laid bare.
Yeah, I guess.
And yeah, that was you.
Okay, but how does that help me find Calliope's murderer?
Allow me to expedite the process of understanding. Now then, close your eyes. You hear that? It's coming from you. When you sing, what emotion does it summon?
I don't know.
You open your eyes, you look into the crowd, and you feel.
Powerful.
I'm literally in love with Pan.
You've been given powers you don't understand. I'm the guy who can help you.
Me, Pan, Persephone, thruple?
Here is at your command.
Wait.
No, it's okay, Freddy. This is all me? What do I do?
Start singing.
Now?
Ah!
Why
Ah!
not?
Ah!
Time's a waste.
I don't trust.
How the hell did you find me? This is the weirdest night I've ever had. And you say I have powers? How could this possibly turn out bad?
I'm just constantly panicked.
I don't follow. Are those really actual horns? And this singing is so hard to swallow. Can you hear me, Grace? What's going on? So sorry you had to be here for this. I'm in the dark too as you're hearing this. Like I know that I'm in full control, cause the words and the tunes I feel here in my soul. If this is a power, I'm not overthinking it. If this was a drink, I'd be drinking it. But someone is dead and I'm losing my head. Like the goat said,
I think that's the only piece, like the only lyrics that I've heard from this game before. That like little section just now.
Grace, nothing makes sense here. And won't the carpet be covered in fleece? And you said someone died here. Shouldn't we then just call the police? Freddy, this map is uncharted. Let's hear him out. I know how you feel. Me, I'm just getting started. I wish you could feel this. It's kind of unreal. Grace, have you gone delirious? Stranger danger could not be more serious. You've been hurt before by mysterious men. I won't let you get hurt again. There's a good chance I could throw the both of you out. Still got no idea what all this is about. But I don't feel like an amateur wannabe. If this is a dream, then it's gonna be my time. Time to shine.
Yes.
This is my time.
No, I didn't watch the video of Ashley and Laura singing. I've been trying to avoid everything about this game.
What happens next?
Lid.
How about a solo?
Grace, are you sure about this?
Yes, a solo. Do it. We got time.
I panicked. I think I maybe listened to like a little bit of that video, but not the entire thing, at least.
Grace, you're starting to comprehend. Let me show you more, or show me the door.
Good idea. I just sang soprano.
You're both.
My body's shivering, blood is thickening, skin is shimmering. You guys are bickering. That's it. Shut up. This is a wreck.
Yeah, I'd be mad. They're all making this about themselves.
This is my life and it's happening to me. If we can't work this out, it's just gonna be my time. Time to shine.
Time for you to decide.
My time. Time to shine. He's taking us both for a ride.
I hope he is.
I could go it alone. Time to shine.
Oh, I don't know if
sorry,
I'm gonna regret that.
If you're forcing me to choose, well, I guess I've got to go with Pan.
You're kidding me. Can't you see what he is, Grace?
I need him, Freddy. He can help me.
As opposed to me, who's of no help whatsoever.
That, my dear, is the power of a muse. To draw out the truth from within. I trust you can see how that might be useful in your investigation.
I have like no. What's this option right here? This is perfect. With the green star? I force people to sing?
You mean no one has a choice but to sing along?
We all have a song in our hearts, Grace. You can make us sing, but the song will always be ours. A muse does not command. She evokes. She elicits.
Okay, makes sense.
She inspires.
You find this helpful, Grace? He oozes. Ugh.
Grace is not wrong, dear lady. I am the most benevolent of benefactors. For all your powers, you still need a place to
Same,
begin your
Lotta.
search.
Same.
And this I can provide. An address in the city where Calliope was staying, I do believe.
See, my reasoning for why I chose Pan in this situation is because, like, first of all, this is about Grace. Freddy needs to stop making it about her. And, like, about Grace choosing her or not. This is what, like, this happened to Grace, right? So Grace is the one who's making the choices. But then also, he's, like, in. And I think Grace needs to learn how to interpret the gods. You know, like, she needs to figure out if they're full of shit or not, and she can't do that if she doesn't communicate with them. That's kind of my thought process here. Hi, Vanilla. Welcome. Girl, everyone in this game is hot. I'm just warning you.
Her address? Thank you, that's perfect. Thank you.
Now this I consider a favor. One I hope you'll remember in future dealings.
Not hot people on a
Well,
Monday.
I guess that'll help you. It's weird to think of a god with a home address.
You're not coming along?
I should remind you there is an element of danger. A killer is on the loose, no?
I'm not worried.
Someone who can kill an idol. Yeah.
I should track down Kaz and Brian. Honestly, just tell them you're okay.
And I guess I'll go check this place out on my own.
So glad that's settled. I'll let you get to it. I've drinking. to
Okay, so
do.
now Freddy's just like leaving me there to. Decided to trust Pan has your best interests at heart. No. See, here's the thing. I didn't say that. I didn't say he had my best interests at heart. I just meant that, like, we need him as, like, an in into the world of gods. The art style is really cool, I agree. Pan. I'm back the morning after going through the ringer, having just discovered I'm some kind of ancient muse, and guess who shows up at the apartment out of the blue? This idol's name is Pan, half goat and half sex on wheels, or at least he seems to think so. No, I think we can all agree. Pan's one slick customer, but at least he showed me how to use my powers. Athena and the chorus didn't do that, did they? Sure, Pan wanted a favor back in return for cluing me in, but it's worth it. Without him, after all, I'd still be back at the apartment googling Muse. But that's what I thought. Like, we at least need somewhere to start. Yeah, like, never trust a god, obviously. But also, we need an in.
Oh, it's open. That's not a good sign.
Dude! Calliope's apartment?
This is Calliope's apartment? I don't know what I was expecting, but not this. Hello? Oh, sure, Grace, good job. Just announce to the killer that you're here. I better have a look around.
Okay. Instrument. Harp. Is a harp not an instrument? Why are they two different things? Elvis picture? I'll do the light. I don't know if I get to pick all of them.
Calliope left the audition. Where did she go? Did she follow me? Did she come here?
I feel like one thing that bothers me, I feel like the audio levels are very, very different. Like, you'll go from everything being incredibly loud to everything being kind of quiet. Yeah, who the fuck has a harp at home?
A giant harp. Of course there's a giant harp.
Is that a signed
This
Elvis
is just
picture?
An ironic photo of Elvis, and she wasn't like his muse, or Andy Warhol, yeah, that makes sense. Wonder how many celebrities she knew.
Okay, so I guess I do get to look at everything. So it doesn't matter which order I do it in.
Did she paint that? Looks like it belongs in a museum.
I'm gonna up the audio a little bit.
Damn, look at that. That's beautiful. How do you even get one of these? Right. These aren't... Do I inherit these as the new muse? Is that even okay to ask?
I love how it just says
How many
instrument.
instruments in here? Did she play all of them?
Okay, let's go upstairs.
I don't see anything useful down here. Maybe there's something upstairs? Oh man. Keep it together, Grace. It's just your average, everyday...
There were only 3 muses, you know, not 9. Whenever they found someone who made...
Now, imagine walking into a room and Troy Baker just sits there and starts monologuing. I want you to imagine it.
something truly masterful or created a new art form, they'd pass on their idol on, take a new name. See, that's how the mortals became confused. They got it wrong. Like they got almost everything about us wrong.
What are you doing here?
What are you doing? Sitting here in the dark?
What does it look like I'm doing?
He's not even wearing shoes.
Preparing your villainous monologue?
I'm grieving. For a dear friend. If I may ask, how did you find this place? And what are you doing here?
You're not just here to grieve. I'm gonna say Pan told me about it. Like, there's no reason why we should hide that little bit of information. Because if he is shady, and everyone, like, then we'll have to, like, tell people so that they can tell us that he's shady. You know what I mean?
Pan told me about it. I was hoping I could find something, some clue about what happened.
You've already met Pan? How odd.
Well, at least he lifted a finger to help me. For his own gain, maybe, but it's better than nothing.
I honestly wish I could help you, Grace. You and Calliope both deserved better.
Okay. Can you tell me about Calliope? Why can't you help me? Why is this room such a mess? Why did you speak up for me?
Can you tell me about Calliope? I barely knew her, but she seemed...
She was a beautiful soul, if troubled.
Troubled?
She thought the idols had lost their way. She argued with us, with all of us, that we needed to change. I hadn't spoken in years. I hadn't seen her home before today.
Oh.
I'd rather not talk about it.
Why can't you help me exactly? Pan said there's no specific rule against it.
It's not that I'm forbidden to help you, Grace. It's that you don't want my help.
Of course I do! You have to know more than me about almost everything!
My help will only make things worse.
How is that possible? I've been sentenced to death.
And without my help, you stand a chance of avoiding that fate.
I should thank you for, speaking up for me.
It wasn't right, what they were doing.
It still isn't. I still need help.
I'm not disputing that, Grace. I just don't think that I'm the one to help you.
Okay. I hate this man already. Like, why speak in riddles?
This room is a mess. Did you do this?
With this? It was like this when I got here.
And you didn't think that was in the least bit strange?
I didn't think much of it. I came here to be reminded of Calliope, not to search through her things. That and it's cleaner than my place.
There could be a clue here.
So you didn't mess up the room, but someone must have. There could be a clue.
Nothing that I've seen. All this mess, as you put it, is likely the result of her projects.
Her projects?
When Calliope got an idea in her head, she would obsess over it, sometimes for months, even years. I don't know what she was involved with lately, but this... for her, this is nothing.
Valid question. How do I know you're not the killer?
So you won't answer my questions. You're sitting here in the dark. You say you're mourning Calliope.
What are you insinuating?
I don't know you. For all I know, you could be the killer. You came to get rid of evidence, maybe, or you knew I was coming and you're here to throw me off.
That's ridiculous.
Is it? The only thing you've said is that I don't want your help, but that's ridiculous?
I think she's valid. You're being sus, dude.
I can't do this.
What is the green star? This is tripping me up. And like, how can I change my options? When, like, for example, like right here, I'm being forced to pick the one that's like aggressive. Is this for if you're like right in the middle between two options? Oh, green was charming. That's what it was. I'm so dumb. I forgot there was a third option. Well, I also wouldn't associate green, like a green star, with being charming, to be honest. So, in my defense.
I don't have anywhere else to go.
Meaning?
Meaning I'm not leaving until you give me something. I wouldn't do this if it wasn't literally life or death. But I need to know what the problem is.
Start singing?
I haven't sung in centuries.
According to Pan, I can't force anyone to do anything.
Oh, scary.
Phantom pains from a missing friend, feeding thoughts that never end. What did
Wait, why does that side profile look like Ashley?
What didn't I do?
I think it's the bottom, like the lip.
Only in your head. Long gone fights, but they're never dead. What did I do? What didn't I do?
Calliope, what was she to you?
Years, thousands of years, we walked side by side. She tried, said there's other paths. Don't walk the same, never the same. I have roads I like, smooth, paved in stone. She got tired of our divide. We weren't the same, never the same.
You held fast. What's that about?
Stubborn me, thought I'd wait her out. Usually, she'd come back to me. You see, she'd return. We'd do that old dance, knowing both there was not a chance that I would change. But she never came.
So she is killed, and you're here at her place.
Sometimes it gets a little confusing.
It looks you're to blame.
I'm not.
You claim
Because you have to read while they're singing.
words won't do.
So you have to listen and read.
Then I'll know. Show. You need to show. Words aren't the same. Never the same.
But I've tried.
Never with me. We haven't tried.
Was that a yes, he'll help?
Let's see.
So it's yes, you'll do this.
Yes. It's time to move.
She'd approve.
She is gone. It's time for change. Never the same. That hidden voice, it will always play on loop.
Troy has such a good voice.
Say, what did I do? What didn't I do? It's a song you can't erase, but you can make a tiny space for what you will do.
Their voices just go really well together.
Very well, I'll help. Though I'm uncertain what you expect me to do.
Athena called you the god of prophecy, didn't she? Isn't that telling the future?
Does he always help?
Prophecy.
Or is
the
that a
last thing
consequence
on
of my
Grace.
actions? Sounds like it'd be useful.
Why? How is knowing the future a bad thing?
Do you want to know when you're going to die?
If knowing allows me to avoid it, sure.
To receive a prophecy is not simply to be told what might happen, it's to be told what will happen. To know a prophecy is to be bound to its outcome. Only in ignorance is one free to choose.
That doesn't sound helpful. How does that work?
What? That makes no sense. If you tell me I'm gonna fall into a hole.
Then you will.
No, but I'll just avoid holes. All holes, any hole.
And the act of trying to avoid them is what will make you fall. Worse, prophecies are never crystal clear. Sometimes you won't understand the full meaning until it's too late.
I'm sorry, I just need a moment. Excellent meme material, though. I'm gonna say that. Can you help another way? So I'm doomed. How is that a power?
Okay, is there anything you can do that isn't prophecy related?
Not directly, but yes, possibly. Come with me. There's someone I'd like you to meet.
Okay, let's go.
This is where you live?
Oh, yes.
That's where he lives?
Sometimes. And excuse the mess. I don't get many visitors.
No kidding.
This really explains why you didn't notice anything at Calliope's apartment.
Wow.
Grace.
You said I'm here to meet someone?
Ah, yes. Do you know what an oracle is?
I mean, here's the thing. If, like, a 20-something thinks that your apartment or your house looks like a pigsty, that's a bad sign. Especially if you're like 30, 40 upwards.
Someone who tells the future?
Not quite. They serve as a channel of sorts for my powers. This allows them to offer insight, knowledge they have no earthly means to possess. There's always been one. Over the ages, no matter where I go, one manages to find me.
Meaning there's an oracle here.
Who is it?
There is.
What?
I have brought someone to see you.
How many times do I have to tell you? I'm not a magic fortune cookie. Is that what Paul told you?
Like a 13-year-old.
Oracle's my handle. And even if I was the oracle, I'm certainly not his oracle.
You know what Apollo is, right?
Oh, I know what Paul says he is.
Paul?
Just because someone says they can fly does not make them the Tooth Fairy. Look, I'm sure he told you all sorts of nonsense. I use computers. I'm a hacker. That's it.
I ask very little of you, Oracle. Your help here would be appreciated.
Fine. Don't get your abs in a twist.
No, see, why does
Okay,
he have to walk
so
around
Paul
with
brought
his
you all
shirt
this way just to
open?
see little old me? What's on your mind, sis?
I mean, with Apollo, like, where Paul comes in as a nickname is pretty clear to me.
Do you live here?
I crash here, yeah. Better here than home.
She showed up one day, as
Yeah,
the
I agree,
oracles do.
Letta.
Naturally, she is welcome to stay as long as
There's
she
no
likes.
time for me to dilly-dally,
See the
is
way
what
he
you
talks?
mean.
I thought maybe he was a creepiverse, but nah. Paul's aight.
The highest of praise.
He'd be more alright if he did some laundry.
Valid. You know, you really should probably reevaluate your choices and your lifestyle when like a 14-year-old calls you out on things like doing laundry.
So you're an oracle who uses the internet. Huh?
Like, that's even worse than
Like
someone
I
who's in their
said,
20s.
It's my handle, and yeah. It's a sweet setup, huh? Some of it's even legit.
The parts.
That kid
purchased
definitely has a like a dirty
Bargain for,
laundry
fair,
chair.
and square. And I keep telling you to get me an Ethernet cable.
I don't know what that is.
It's the 21st century, Paul. And your 21st century oracle needs her some download speed, okay?
So valid.
You keep saying Paul. Do you mean Apollo?
Yeah, I know. Apollo, if that is his real name, says he's a god of prophecy, blah, 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 blah.
But you don't believe him.
Believe him? Who'd believe that? It's super weird, but he's a decent guy, so he can be Apollo if he wants, but I just can't call him that.
Tell me, is Apollo always so...
Incredibly emo? Like a sack stuffed with sad?
I am standing right here.
Don't get me wrong. It grows on you after a while.
Grace, surely this is not what you came for.
You're telling me I can romance Apollo? I'm gonna flirt with everybody.
Oh, I don't know. It's cute watching you get all flustered.
Well, it's hardly productive, is it?
See, there you go again.
Ugh. Get a room. A different room.
I'm sorry, like, I'm not choosing until the moment they make me choose.
I'm looking for information about someone named Calliope. Can you help?
Oh, the lady from that apartment I sent Paul to. Yeah, I've been checking that out.
What did I tell you?
I looked it up. You could do the same if you learned to use a computer.
Does he know what Google is?
Hold up, I'll show you.
No, 1/3 of the
There.
screen really is his
The apartment
abs.
was originally purchased 2 years ago by a holding company, Core with a K Enterprises.
Oh. Oh, I see. That would be Persephone.
Persephone is a capitalist?
Persephone is in the one from the chorus. The one who wanted me dead, Persephone.
I wasn't aware Persephone and Calliope were friendly. Certainly not friendly enough for Persephone to give Calliope an apartment. The good news is that Persephone is easy to find. I can take you to her if you like.
Oh, see, now I looked into his eyes. Nothing about this man interests me, but then I saw his eyes, and they look so sad. They look so sad.
I'm thinking she won't be happy to see me.
Persephone is rarely happy to see anyone.
Great! We're all done now.
Thank you for your help, Oracle. Please, do try to get out from behind your screens at least once today. Perhaps go for a walk.
Touch grass? He said touch grass.
Leave a tip on your way out.
Okay. I'm gonna take this opportunity to go piss girl. And I'll be right back. Underworld. Of course, it's a fucking nightclub. Of course. There's a nightclub called Underworld. I think every like modern day Greek mythology story has a
Welcome to the
nightclub
Underworld.
called Underworld.
Wow. How have I never heard of this place?
Persephone keeps it a secret, while still managing to draw a crowd every night. Don't ask me how. Here in the Underworld, idols can be themselves, even if they don't look human.
Ooh. Not your kind of place. It doesn't seem like it.
Do you come here often?
No. Persephone and I aren't friends.
Please notice the bisexual flag colors in the bottles.
Is she friends with anyone?
Not many, no. Except Calliope, apparently. If we're to find Persephone in all this, we'll need to split up. Have you considered what you'll say to her?
No. I'll fight her if I have to.
Not really. What do you suggest?
Well, if I know Persephone, and I do, she won't be up for a chat. You need to be prepared to use your powers, as you did with me. Come find me in the crown if you need anything. Otherwise, be careful, Grace.
Not the shot of the abs. Eros or Pan or Hermes? I haven't met this guy yet, so let's go. The harness?
Oh, hey. You're the new muse, aren't you?
I guess I am, yeah.
Aphrodite mentioned it. Didn't figure I'd see you here, though. Oh, excuse the manners. Name's Eros, god of sex.
Mm-hmm. Sure. I mean, I would argue that it's obvious how he knows Aphrodite.
Wait, did you say that you're the god of sex?
Desire, really. Sensuality. Attraction. Why? Were you expecting
He is on his way to Pride.
Bow and arrow?
In fact,
I wasn't.
I actually preferred Cupid, but Pan had to be the trickster. Spread all those stupid stories.
I'm sorry.
Why? It's not your fault. Just another grudge I get to carry around forever.
love you so much, but I'm not really here to learn about you.
You know Aphrodite, right? I only met her the once.
Sure, she's my mother. You know how it is.
How would I know? New here, remember?
Oh, right. Yeah, sorry. I wasn't thinking. But you hear a lot of idols talk about each other like that. You know, mother, brother, sister, grandfather. none of us are actually related. We just played a family for so many centuries. It may as well be true.
So Aphrodite is your mother, but not really.
That's right. A long time ago, she took care of me when I needed taking care of. The mortals, they just assumed. These days, well, it's not like that anymore.
He really
Not
did
as
say
vulnerable as
mommy.
they used to be. Least of all, Aphrodite.
I mean, they like in Greek mythology, yes, they are all related. It's all very incestuous. But I think for the purposes of this story, they probably aren't, because that would make things a little complicated. Is my guess.
The god of sex at a club. Looking for someone?
Once I might have, sure. Now I'm just here to see it happen.
See what happened?
Look out there. See all these
He wants to watch people fuck.
The hope, the anticipation,
Oh.
the connections, they bounce off each other. To me, it's like lightning.
I'm sorry. The innuendo is just like... They keep coming. The... Sounds like fun.
There are worse ways to spend a night out.
I used to make it happen, you know. Mortals once begged me to make it happen, to inspire true love. But now I only inspire sex. Not the same thing. It's just as well. People should find true love the hard way. They'll value it more.
Oh my god. What crisis is he going through right now that I'm trying, like, that I have to solve?
You seem a little distracted. Is everything okay?
Of course it is. Sure. Not obvious, huh? Truth is, I don't come here that often. So it's hard
He
to
is!
I just... No, never mind.
He definitely is the guy that just stares at you and never approaches you. I don't want to pry.
Sorry, I didn't mean to pry.
You didn't. You're the one with your life on the line. Next to that, my problems are nothing.
Here's the thing. I'm looking for Persephone, but I can't find her anywhere.
Well, I know where she is, but I question whether she'd be happy to see you. I like you, but Mother told me what happened at the chorus. I don't want to cause trouble with Persephone.
Would it be a problem?
She's that scary, huh?
It's not that I'm scared of her. Well, maybe a little. You haven't been around long, but once you have, you'll learn that idle grudges are forever.
I don't know Persephone well, but considering what I do know, I don't blame you.
I know it's lousy, and I'm sorry.
I just think that it's a little bit embarrassing when you have a grudge and it's like one-sided. Like, if you're gonna be beefing, at least beef with someone who beefs back.
I'll see you around.
Count on it.
He's just sad. Everyone be nice. Ooh. I'm gonna talk to Hermes. Hermes seems like the type of person that would always know everything about everyone.
Whoa, you're here. I mean, you gotta be somewhere, but you're here.
Hello, Hermes.
Sorry about running off on you back at the thing.
Oh yeah, I
Didn't
can
really
hear
have a choice,
Erica.
but, sorry anyway.
You're not much like the other idols, are you?
No? I haven't been an idol very long. Maybe like a year? I've lost track. So, I'm not the one to ask about the idol stuff.
Not very long.
It's all cool, but mostly I do whatever Athena asks. Athena says one day I'll sit on the chorus. That'll be sick. Can you imagine me in charge?
No.
Wouldn't Athena still be in charge?
Yeah, you're probably right.
That doesn't bother you?
Why would it? Athena's the nicest of the bunch. She makes the best cookies.
How did you know Calliope died?
When Calliope died, you were right there, within moments. How did you know?
I told you. I got word, so I came.
But how did you get word?
Look, when an idol dies,
They just
I
know
have to be
shit.
there. So
That's
I just know.
why.
It's a Hermes thing.
Did you take the body?
To take the body, clean up the blood, that sort of thing?
Oh, that too, yeah. But that's on Athena's orders.
To keep the idols secret?
Sure. Can you imagine the questions? I don't know how we hide so well as it is.
What do you know about the murder?
This is probably a stupid question, but do you know who might have killed Calliope?
Ugh, why would I know anything about that?
When you came to the apartment, it seemed like you knew her.
Oh no, I only met her once. She didn't live with the rest of the idols or hang out with us very much. She seemed nice though. Angry, maybe. But I don't know who'd want to hurt her.
Angry?
How was she angry?
Pissed off. But more because she cared about everyone too much not to be. I don't know, that's what I thought anyhow. I'm probably wrong.
I feel like I'm a little orange now. Hold on. Hermes for sure knows shit.
You've only been an idol for a year? How did that happen?
Probably same way it did with you.
Oh, the old Hermes died in your arms and then they accused you of his murder?
No. Well, yes. I mean, no, not like that. But yeah. I was there when he died. We were friends and I was having trouble at home and he helped me out. I miss him.
Is that normal? How did he die?
Can I ask how he died?
He didn't want to be here anymore.
You mean...
I'd rather not talk about it. I'm him now.
Why would you
all good.
lead me into a trap like that?
Do you know if Persephone is here? I need to talk to her.
Oh, you're serious. Why would you want to talk to Persephone? Nobody ever wants that. One time, I laughed too loud near her, and she threatened to ban me from the club. I don't want to be banned. I like it here.
Is Persephone really that bad? Why do the idols put up with her?
We're like family, and Persephone is that really mean aunt that nobody wants to invite. Don't tell her I said that. She keeps a list. It's a thing.
Pull yourself together. Are you gonna let Persephone boss you around forever?
Did it just auto-select the
No, you do that, she'll be walking
like
all over you for
badass slash
centuries.
aggressive
You're a god.
choice?
Yeah, I'm a god.
You never know, she might be impressed, right?
Oh, heck yeah. Yeah, let me know when you want to find her. I'll even stand way, way back while you chat.
Talk to Pan. Oh, I know this is gonna be so difficult to like know when to stop because I just want to keep going
As
and
I
going.
live and breathe, if it isn't our dear muse.
Hi, Pam.
Tell me, have you decided to leave your troubles behind and join us in the land of shadows and revelry?
I love how the very first option that you get when you start talking to him is, I should go.
I should thank you for the address. It's what led me here.
No need to thank me. You'll owe me. Remember.
Okay, chill.
How you managed to stir the sun god from his oh so tiresome gloom, I cannot imagine. Nicely done.
He's been helpful.
Apollo keeps saying he'll make everything worse, but he's been helpful.
That is his way, to be helpful. Until you turn into a tree.
I don't know what that means.
Let us hope you never do.
Was that like Greek mythology reference that I didn't get? I'm not super well versed anymore.
I'm guessing it's a total coincidence that I'm running into you here.
It must be. The alternative would be that I knew a great many things ahead of time.
Well, did you?
Do I look like an oracle? I am here to listen to thrilling music and meet delicious people. My tastes are simple.
Uh-huh.
Speaking of simple tastes, my glass is empty again. The service here is appalling.
I don't have any snacks. This is terrible news. What am I gonna do now? You come to the club often?
I assume you're a regular at this club?
And why would you assume that, dear Grace?
The horns, you. Do you know Persephone well?
There is no knowing Persephone well. She won't have it.
No, it's
Not
okay.
anymore.
Not anymore?
Long ago, we were all very different. Over the span of ages, however, even mountains erode.
Okay.
The things you say, the things you don't say. You don't make yourself seem trustworthy. You know that?
Trust is for the weak and the penniless.
Still not helping.
That was a very trustworthy
Grace,
thing to say.
Are you assuming that I, Pan, am some sort of scoundrel?
Hoping, maybe.
You don't say.
At least you're not boring.
Grace, I knew there was a reason I liked you.
No, it wasn't even a choice.
I should get going. I'm sure I'll see you soon.
One can only hope.
Okay, now that it's confirmed to me that I can romance Pan, that may have to be the move.
I thought this would be easier, but it's as if Persephone left instructions to thwart me. Every staff member I approach screams and runs off. I hope your search has been more successful.
You don't come here often, I'm guessing?
Well,
Never.
we already talked about that, didn't we?
Membership is a formality. I doubt she thought I'd ever use it.
Don't you ever have fun? No drinking or dancing in Apollo Land?
Once. When I had the muses to keep me company.
Okay, here's... I will flirt with all of them until they make me choose. Yes? I mean, I think I already know who I want her to romance. But
I'm a muse now. I can keep you company.
Nothing would make me happier. But you do have a predicament to solve first.
It might help if I knew more about Persephone.
It couldn't hurt. What would you like to know, exactly?
Why is everyone scared of Persephone? What's Persephone's story?
What's Persephone's story? Her name rings a bell, but
I would like to know.
No doubt you've heard the tale of how Hades, lord of the underworld, kidnapped a young sweet goddess and made her his wife.
That sweet young goddess was Persephone.
Her mother, Demeter, was so enraged she blanketed the world in ice, rendering it barren and infertile. Zeus was forced to act. He decreed that Persephone would be shared between Demeter and Hades, and thus the matter was resolved. Well, you asked. That's her story, as the mortals tell it.
Okay.
So tell me, how much of Persephone's legend is true?
Well, let's see. Hades did kidnap Persephone. That certainly did happen.
Great.
The idols almost went to war over it until Zeus intervened and ordered Hades and Persephone to wed. That quieted things. At least until Persephone killed Hades.
He deserved it.
Sounds like Hades had it coming.
I'd like to say we handled it well. That Zeus and the idols were mindful of what Persephone had been through, but
Zeus was mindful of what she had been through? He ordered them to wed.
Stood by and let it happen. She has never forgiven us. And honestly, I can't blame her.
I cannot blame her.
If I were her, I'd be mad at you all too.
Then you understand why things are difficult between us.
Yeah, let's discuss that, because how does... I mean, I guess they gave her grace because of what happened to her, but...
Wait, Persephone killed another idol.
Oh, long time ago, yeah.
What about all of Athena's rules? Wouldn't Persephone have been, I don't know...
Executed? The murder of Hades is probably why we now have that rule.
Oh.
Back then, we heard Persephone had usurped Hades' throne, but we couldn't believe it. It just wasn't done. Now, of course, I look back and think we should have seen it coming. Oh, the benefit of hindsight.
Why didn't you see it coming? You're the god of prophecy.
When I look, I learned long ago not to.
Okay. The fact that she just called him useless at his job and he was like, yeah, actually, I don't do my job. He's just like us for real.
So what happened to Persephone after...
The murder? She survived, like the rest of us. She got older, and when we came to the new world, I think she would have left us if it was allowed. It isn't, so instead she did as she pleased. She started a cult, became a crime boss,
Oh, what?
It was after her last transition, but honestly,
Slay.
I have no insight into anything Persephone does these days.
Okay, girl boss. I feel like this question is a little redundant at this point.
I thought she was just mad at me, but everyone seems afraid of Persephone.
Noticed that, did you? Persephone is angry with everyone, and has been for a very long time. I've told you why. But it's more than that. She does not let go of a grudge. 1,000 years could pass, and Persephone will remember what you did like it was yesterday.
Oh my gosh, she really is just like me.
I found someone who will bring me to Persephone.
Finally! I'll be right behind you.
You're coming with me? But I thought...
She seems even angrier with you than she is with me. I might be able to mediate.
We'll see, I guess.
Wait, I can talk to Apollo again? Why? I guess I'll try it?
Are we not going to see Persephone? Yeah, I thought you found a way to her.
Oh, okay.
I should get going. Persephone awaits.
Right behind you.
Okay. Then why can I still talk to him?
If you're angry with anyone, Persephone, be angry with me. It was I.
I could cut
will
the tension
deal
with a
you
knife.
later. I was willing to leave you be, Grace, to wait until your guilt was certain. Yet here you are, in my domain, uninvited. Why? Are you here to beg for mercy? Are you here to challenge me? Should I be afraid?
Sorry, I'm having trouble breathing right now. I think I have a fever. I think I might pass out. I have questions.
This isn't a challenge, Persephone. I have questions.
Questions for me? Good. Because I have questions for you. Do you really expect us to believe that Calliope chose you? What's the real story? Did you stumble across her as she lay dying and desperate? Are you an accident? Did you learn what she was? Did you torture her, hold her at the point of death until she agreed to hand over her Eidolon?
Persephone, this isn't...
You have every reason to try to prove your innocence, Grace. But I have no reason to help you.
Sorry, I have asthma. You can't do this to me. Am I gonna ask Apollo for help?
You knew Calliope.
We all knew Calliope.
She was staying at your apartment.
You knew her. Better than I or anyone else suspected.
Are you implying that I had something to do with her death?
Prove you didn't. That's how idols work, isn't it?
Oh my god, the fit goes hard.
You hear that? You're in my house, little muse. You want answers? Fight for them.
Why am I giggling? Kicking my feet.
A lost little girl. You shouldn't have come here.
make new friends. Go home, little girl. The shadows drawing near, and you all alone. We both know how this ends. Let's see how far she bends. We all know how this ends.
Same, I also always forget it's a musical until they start singing, and I'm like, oh!
Everyone's having a great night. I guess I'm this evening's sacrifice. But I'll see what I can do. You deserve a good show. Big hand for your usual MC. She's planned a brutal takedown just for me. Hopefully I'll last a couple rounds. You deserve a good show. I won't let you down.
My, we caught a butterfly, such a delicate thing. What a find.
I can't.
I hope she doesn't mind when we pull off her wings. Maybe you don't know who I am. Maybe you don't know who I am.
Wait, you're she the Persephone? Oh boy, a celebrity dissing me.
Oh no, she's rapping!
Up on my ancient history. Underworld, now that rings a bell. Was it you who was married to the king of hell? It's hazy, Hades, so you're his lady? Before my time because I'm such a baby.
Pop quiz, what do you think that this is? Some little poetry slam. Cute rhymes, but you're out of time. Do you know who I am? Maybe you don't know who I am.
Please teach me my ABCs, me. I never featured in Euripides. So where are they now? Wow, look around. You're the big cheese of a hole in the ground.
Don't you have any idea what you're dealing with, child? Surprise, surprise, coins on your eyes. Give them to the ferryman. Get it in your little head. You're spitting at the queen of the dead.
Out of interest, is anyone here dead? No one? Yeah, that's probably what I would have said. Hey, let's prove that we're alive. Let me hear you, people on my right. Here we go.
Okay, this goes kind of hard. Go for the kill.
On the left now. Come on. What you gonna do now, Persephone? I shout out and the crowd is there for me. Voices joyous, join me steadily. Catch that, it's the sound of destiny. Who sends for me to question me? Persephone, they said to me, Queen of the dead, you dead to me. On the moves, who are you to step to me?
Don't use that word. You have no right to use that word. After what you did to
Not
me,
Mr. Shoe!
why don't I just kill you and wipe the floor with you? Don't use that word. You have to fight to use that word. You don't go in and take, that's your biggest mistake. For Calliope's sake.
I hope I clicked in time.
Okay, show's over.
1,000 times.
It's nearly dawn.
With a single note, she'd take you down now.
Work lights on.
Without even trying, and you didn't mind. 1,000 times.
Finish your beer.
One note, and suddenly you'll
have to go. But you can't stay here.
You're the song, and you're being sung.
Lullaby the muse.
Not an easy thing to lose. Wish I could hear it.
The Arthur fist.
No. No, you've earned your answers. Calliope came to me years ago. She'd grown tired of arguing with the idols, tired of being branded a troublemaker.
Is there
She
a
couldn't
way
watch
of
the idols
not
wither
getting
away without a fight. I knew how she felt.
this?
So I gave her the apartment.
Or like, do you always reach the point of like her giving you info? I would like to know. How well did you know
So
her?
you must know better than anyone what she's been up to.
Not exactly. Calliope and I haven't spoken for at least 2 years. After I heard the news, I went to the apartment and turned it upside down. I had to know the truth.
That was you?
I didn't find anything. Nothing to say what she had been involved with, or gotten into, or who she might have been fighting with.
I think it's a good sign that she just like gave up that information, though. Like she didn't try to hide the fact that that was her.
So what now? Do you still think I'm guilty?
The jury's still out on whether Calliope chose you, but do I think you killed her? No.
If it wasn't Grace, that means someone else was behind Calliope's death. Someone who could keep their involvement hidden.
One of us.
Could you romance, like by accident, could you romance the murderer?
Does it have to be an idol? You thought I killed Calliope. Couldn't it have been some other mortal?
Despite how he might look, it's not a simple matter to kill an idol.
It was difficult enough to believe you had done it. If another mortal killed her, they somehow escaped detection. We found nothing, no evidence of a battle.
You looked?
Of course we looked. What do you think was happening while you waited? If Calliope was attacked elsewhere, even magic revealed no trace of it.
You know, I love the fact that they just admitted to the fact that it's very unlikely that it could have been Grace, considering, like, you know, like there was no trace left. But they still went and accused her anyway.
Wait. Did you say magic?
You can battle me through a song in a world of your own creation, and yet magic is beyond belief?
Well, sure. I just thought...
We have our powers just as you have yours.
I can grow a field of corn like nobody's business.
Some would say our powers are also magic, but true magic is a different and older power.
So what you're saying, Persephone is at fault for my hay fever.
We shouldn't rule it out. We haven't tried everything yet.
Did Calliope have any enemies? The way you talk about her, she must have. What? What am I missing?
Calliope had a way of making people angry. She could be argumentative.
Yes, but enough to make enemies who wanted her dead?
Not that you or I know of, apparently, but that doesn't mean they didn't exist.
I feel like Athena being the murderer would be too obvious. Wouldn't it?
What about Athena? She seemed awfully insistent on declaring me guilty, don't you think?
Athena? No, Athena follows the rules.
Well...
Athena has one goal, and one goal only. To protect the idols. And that included Calliope. She'll eventually drive us all mad with her vigilance, but break her own rules? I don't see it.
What about Pan? He showed up at my place out of nowhere, right after I left the chorus.
He did what?
I have to wonder what his angle is.
He has one, that's for certain. Though I've never thought of him as a killer. It would be too messy.
Still, we should consider the idea. For him to show up so quickly is odd.
For all I know, either one of you could have done it and you're just playing along.
Apollo is capable of many things, but lying? He was never any good at it.
Whereas we know how capable you are of murder.
Okay, this isn't...
The one and only god I killed deserved it.
Real.
Right. Sorry I brought it up. Couldn't we go to Athena with this? If you've changed your minds and you're both part of the chorus...
Athena would be sympathetic, but the die has been cast.
She won't go back on the edict, not without clear evidence.
Oh, now you want evidence?
She acted on the information she had. If we want to sway her, we need something better.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do. You know the idols. Don't you have any ideas?
I told you I wouldn't be of much help, Grace.
Did you now? That's unsurprising. When are you ever of help to anyone but yourself?
Says the woman who forced Grace to challenge her rather than answer a simple question.
Calliope died, Apollo. Calliope, who came with us all the way from the old world.
You think I don't know that? Are you forgetting what the Muses meant to me?
Okay, so he has a temper. Noted. Stop fighting. I'm not giving up.
Well, I'm not giving up. That's right. You heard me. Maybe it's easy for you to throw in the towel. Why not? Your life isn't at stake. But I'm gonna fight. If I have to kick every ass on Olympus, I am getting through this.
Calliope, I'm listening now. Tell us what end you were doomed to.
Calliope, blinded by fire, one match did you strike that consumed you.
How could you blame her? What could she have done to earn such a fate? You are blinded.
God of the sun hides from his own eyes. What would you know about fate?
You say that you knew her.
She's like, damn, leave me out of this.
Don't hesitate to accuse her. Oh, queen without a throne, go bitter with fury. Not everyone seeks to betray you.
Stop this.
There is something missing, we're blinded to.
Yes, there's more to seek.
Apollo, your help is not needed here. Go ahead and abandon another muse.
Whoa!
Could you throw that gauntlet at me? Could your heart shrivel any further?
You abandoned me to a terrible fate.
You replay your injuries
It's
till
far
it's
too
too
late.
late.
You know how far I bent before I
trapped.
snapped.
This is
not
not about you. Enough! This helps no one.
There he is, God of the Sun.
Apollo, for my sake, take a deep breath. I need your help, not your anger. These old wounds, they distract and blind you. You can't see yourselves.
He doesn't know what's important.
And you do?
Oh!
Or stay.
Oof! Oh, that hurt.
Now that Apollo isn't sucking all the oxygen out of the room, perhaps we can get somewhere.
Was all that really necessary? His reaction wasn't great, but you did provoke him.
It wasn't my finest moment, but you saw how he transformed. Apollo likes to pretend he's not the man he used to be, but behind that sad facade lurks exactly the lout I remember. I'll admit the problem you present is a sticky one. If an idol is behind Calliope's death, they're clever. I need time to formulate a plan.
Is Athena really not an option? You're going to help me?
You've decided to help me then? I wasn't sure you would.
Well, what should I say? That I've changed my mind? That Calliope might have chosen you after all?
No, it's just...
You have fight in you. You've taken quickly to the Muse's powers. It's possible that she saw the potential. So yes, I'll help you. If, however, this has all been a desperate deception... Well, let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Stop! How many people can this is too much for me. It hurts.
I like this better than fighting with you. Way better.
Helping you rather than wanting you dead, you mean?
You seem like a woman who gets what she wants.
These days, yes.
Then I'd really rather have you on my side.
Wise choice.
Oh my god.
I have to ask, is Athena really not an option? She wouldn't see what you see? At all?
She might. Athena's no fool. She sees everything in terms of risk. Anything with the slightest chance of being a danger to the idols will not
I think
be tolerated.
what I'm looking forward to the most after I finish the game is watch other people play it. I want to know if everyone else is as big of a whore as I am. Or if they just like, they picked someone and then stuck with them.
In this scenario, I'm the unacceptable risk?
At worst, a murderer. At best, a usurper.
I have to be a usurper? I can't just be a happy accident?
In Athena's world, there are only dangerous accidents.
What should I do while you're formulating? I don't like sitting on my hands.
Yeah, I've noticed. If you wish to keep busy, burn down the city. Start a revolution. Become a terror the likes of which mortals only dream.
Okay.
Really?
No, Grace. Go home. Be
Boo!
patient. When you see me next, I'll have a better idea of what to do.
That's no fun. The Ruby you're lot in with Persephone, no harm in checking out all of your- Wait, I think I got a- Hold on. Let's see if I can check. I think I got, an achievement for flirting with everybody? Hold on, I need to double check. Heartbreaker. No harm in checking out all of your options. 19.3% of players have this achievement. Okay, and I just finished Act 1. So I'm assuming it's also kind of divided into 3 acts?
Hey, Freddie.
Hey.
Is everything okay?
Not really. I felt like crap after you left. I don't know why I acted like that. I just had this image of you being swept off into some new world without me.
I'm gonna flirt.
I'd never leave you behind, Freddie. You know that, right?
I'm still ready and willing to be your high priestess, if that's what it takes.
If you could just help me get through this next week, that'd be plenty.
Why are the
Deal.
voices so
Why don't you start by telling me what happened
different
tonight?
in volume?
Huh. Persephone runs a club called the Underworld. That's a little on the nose.
I wouldn't suggest saying that to her face.
And you ended up staying with her instead of Apollo? I don't know, Grace. She sounds a little volatile.
She has her reasons.
She has her reasons. I just hope I don't end up on her bad side again.
You get on everyone's bad side, Grace.
Thanks, Fred.
So what are your options? You need to go back to Persephone at some point?
I could go back to Apollo's as well. Make sure he's not sore about what happened.
Oh, and, there's this. Pan left a card, says, "Come by Olympus." I doubt he means the mountain in Greece.
What the fuck is Olympus then?
That name keeps coming up. The idols live there, or at least most of them do.
Sounds cool.
Like, is it an apartment complex?
Still not a fan?
You know how some people just set your teeth on edge? That's Pan. I can't help it. But it doesn't matter. I said I'd help, and that's what I'll do. You can count on me, Grace.
Thanks, Freddie.
The muse? Oh, the embodiment of inspiration. Can you believe it?
Why
Yeah, kinda.
was that so loud again? My god. We can go a little bit longer. I feel like I started by the way, thank you to whichever one of my mods changed the category. Cuz I like shortly after we started playing, I remembered that I needed to change the category, but then something happened in the game that I forgot again. Thank you, Lauren. Okay, who should we talk to first? Do you think— oh, you know what? Maybe we should go talk to Apollo first. Because he just kind of like stormed out of there. And we should probably make sure that he's all good. Not the fucking trash bag.
Grace,
Yeah, told you she'd be back.
what are you doing here? When you stayed with Persephone, I thought that... Well, I didn't expect to see you again.
I wanted to check on you.
I thought I'd check in on you. The way you left, well, it was quite the scene.
Ah, yes. That. I want to apologize for my outburst. Being around my family brings out the worst in me, I'm afraid.
Moo, are
Why I
you an
avoid them
Apollo
whenever
stan?
possible, and why I should have resisted getting dragged into all this.
I'm sure Aphrodite will play a role later on. I'm so sorry, but wasn't listening. So now I don't know what he said, and there's no backlog. Yeah, we're seeing a lot of Apollo. So, like, currently, I think, here's the thing. He's not my type, but they are spending a lot of time together as of right now. So, maybe I will end up choosing him. I don't know.
What do you mean, all this? Saving my life? Helping find your friend's murderer?
When we met, I said I would just make things worse. And I was right.
You haven't. Even if you had, isn't now the time to fix it?
Goodbye, Grace. I hope you find what you're looking for.
Oh my god! That's all he had to say? What? Oh my
I'd
god,
say hello,
gorgeous.
Grace, but I'm afraid that look on your face might be catching.
What is this place?
It's a garden,
Just as I gave him a compliment, too.
Mortals have them.
This building. All those people I pass getting up here. Are they all idols?
Oh, at least some of them. Welcome to Olympus, dear Grace. Our home hidden away in plain sight.
Okay, so it is an apartment complex.
I've passed this part of the city 100 times. I've never seen this building.
Loud
Was it
again.
always here? Or...
Our Lady Hecate provides glamours that allow certain things to go unseen, such as my glorious horns. Olympus is the same. Those invited see it. Those who aren't see exactly what they expect. It's not anywhere as grand as in the old country, but it serves its purpose.
This isn't grand.
I don't know, Pan. Olympus seems pretty grand to me.
As if mortals would know any better. This isn't the first time you've been here. I'm sure Hermes took you to Athena's dreary office.
That's here? Huh.
Good one, that Hermes. Almost as dull-witted as the original, but biddable.
How many idols are there? I've met, what, less than 12?
I feel like I'd be done with life too if I was them.
20, 30. Our numbers have dwindled so much I've stopped keeping track.
I didn't know there were that many gods.
We're not all equally legendary, it's true. Some idols were barely worshipped, others not at all. Indeed, not all of us are idols. Some are merely immortal. Hangers-on, if you will. You'll meet them all, given time.
Idols live here? I mean, Calliope didn't, obviously. Apollo doesn't either.
One must have special dispensation from Our Lady of Wisdom, Athena, before they can take up a private dung heap like Apollo's.
Am I gonna have to give up my apartment?
That's rather putting the cart before the horse, darling. First, you must outlive the week.
Right. Good point. You asked me to meet you here?
The
I
week
did, as
or
I recall,
the
you owe
week?
me a favor that I now wish to collect, if you'd be so kind.
Oh, sure. I'm totally in a position to help others right now. Lay it on me.
Here's the thing. A friend has begged for my help, and you're far better suited than I to offer what he requires. I'll give you a key to reach the reliquary where he resides. You help him, and then we're even.
Okay.
If that's not enough incentive, the reliquary is also where you'll find the lovely Hecate. A sorceress of her power could aid your quest. What do you say?
Oh, maybe we'll... Never mind.
What is this reliquary? Doesn't that have something to do with the bones of saints or something?
Not those relics. Our relics. The relics of ancient gods. Magical treasures collected over thousands of years. Books, mainly. We store them in a faraway place so no one unsavory can get their hands on them.
Unsavory like you?
Unsavory like most. Athena has decreed that these relics are not to be used by any save Hecate and herself. A rather dull waste of so much amassed knowledge and power, but who am I to judge? I'm not leader of the chorus.
If these relics are off limits, does that mean they're dangerous?
Some, but I'm not asking you to chase after any of that nonsense. In fact, I'd advise against it.
But what if one of those relics could help me?
My, such an adventurer you are. It's possible, but ask Hecate first. She, and I mean this with complete and uncharacteristic seriousness, is not an idol you or anyone wishes to cross.
Okay. I mean, they said that about Persephone too. Maybe they all just hate women. Maybe that's the problem here.
This Hecate, do you think she could help me?
If she's of a mind. She is the goddess of dark magic, the creator of all our marvelous glamours.
Slay.
If anyone can help you, it is she.
And
See?
if she's not?
They hate seeing women in power.
Then she won't help you. Grace, that part is up to you. I can't be expected to do everything, can I?
This person I'm to help, what does he want? And why can't you do it?
Well, Grace, there are some things you're better equipped to handle than I. This, as I understand it, is a delicate matter of the heart.
He's so shady,
requires a music
but so hot.
A matter of the heart.
What, did you think I was sending you to rough someone up? Set something aflame? Don't be absurd. The man has an issue with his love life. Even if you can't help him, I'll treat the effort as worth the favor.
So that's it? Fix up someone's love life? Nothing trickier than that?
Oh, the way you talk, Grace. It makes me blush.
Well, it's just that...
I trade in willing favors, Grace. If I didn't, no one would want to do as I ask, and then where would I be?
Okay,
I
valid.
may seem untrustworthy, but allow me to reassure you. If I wish you harm, you will walk into that harm knowingly, and with open arms.
At my core, I am a simp.
You're saying you can talk me into anything?
Anything you would enter into willingly and with eyes wide open, which covers a great deal. Yes.
That's surprisingly ethical of you, Pan.
I find consent wildly attractive, Grace.
Giggling, twirling my hair, and kicking my feet.
I'll think about it, but no promises.
Marvelous. The gentleman you seek is named Asterion. Lovely fellow, quite harmless. I'll send a package to your domicile that contains directions and the key you'll need to reach the reliquary.
Starion!
Promises.
Well,
He haunts
if
me!
you decide to go, Grace, you'll still need all those things. Say hello to darling Hecate on my behalf, will you?
I'm in the fucking building again! Oh, she came with
In
me!
that shipping container, I was expecting, I don't know, rats.
Yeah.
Instead we have... Where the hell are we?
It's hard to say. Weren't we going to some kind of library?
That's how Pan described it. He said it was a, what's the word? A reliquary?
That is where relics are kept, like magic items, like when we played D&D.
This is nothing like D&D.
Well, I don't know about you, Grace, but if
Laura
a
would
dragon
know.
came flying out of that mist, I would not be the least bit surprised.
You are such a nerd.
Speaking of, how much do you actually know about Hecate and this idol you're supposed to help?
The idol we're here to help is named Asterion.
And you know who that is, right?
No. Should I?
That's the Minotaur's real name. You know, big bullhead, horns, lives in a giant labyrinth.
Pan did not mention that.
Why am I not surprised?
This Minotaur. You don't think he might be dangerous, do you?
Well, traditionally he eats people, but he was also supposed to have been slain by the hero Theseus.
Well, not so slain after all. Pan says he has a problem with his love life.
Maybe he needs to stop eating all his girlfriends? Okay, I knew that sounded wrong the moment I said it.
Do you know anything about this Hecate? It's not a name that rings bells.
Let's see. Well, she was the goddess of witchcraft, the really dark kind.
Oh.
But she's never really portrayed as evil. She was more of an outsider, lived alone, off in her little corner of the underworld. Do you think that's where we could be? Oh, that is so cool. Oh, I bet knowledge is important to her. It could be an angle if you talk to her.
Oh, interesting.
I'm so glad I brought you, Freddy. I wouldn't know the first thing about any of this.
Nah. Well, I hope it's actually helpful to tell you these things.
Why wouldn't it be?
Well, 'cause it could all be wrong. I would have never pegged Apollo for a surfer dude with confidence issues.
Huh. Yeah, good point.
Okay.
We should go inside instead of standing out here in the fog.
It's more of a mist, really.
A mist potentially full of monsters.
In we go, then. Are you really planning on doing that favor for Pan?
See, I'm kind of not understanding what I need to do in order to get to switch over to one of the other options, because I feel like I've chosen blue way more often, or like slightly more often than red now. Like, I could be mistaken, obviously, but it feels like it.
If I can, sure. Why not?
Because Pan, that's why not?
I thought you were over that.
Okay. I hope you're right. Let's go meddle in someone's love life. What could go wrong?
Oh.
I guess the Titan thing is literal, huh?
Mortals within the reliquary. Who permits this intrusion, this sacrilege? This knowledge is not meant for the likes of you. I shall grind you into the dust from whence you came!
Back off, lady.
But I'm not mortal! Wow, does that sound weird coming out of my mouth?
You, perhaps, but the one with you? Mortals cannot learn of the knowledge kept here. Not ever!
I didn't know.
I didn't know! I'm sorry! Pan didn't tell me there were any special rules!
You were sent by Pan?
Oh boy. Look, if you need me to go, I can go. The last thing that I want to do is break any rules, especially in a library. Because libraries are sacred, okay? Just seeing this place, I mean, wow, it's really incredible.
I have created this sanctuary at great cost. Knowledge is fragile and must be respected.
Maybe we should start over. My name's Grace. It's a pleasure to meet you.
I'm a little in love with her.
Cannot be Grace.
But I do say that about everyone, so I don't know if I can be trusted here.
Is that now? I thought that was not for another 11 months yet.
Sorry, what?
Wait, what? You knew Calliope was going to die?
No, I am not informed of this for another 11 months and 3 days.
Or I could just tell you now?
That cannot be. It is written. Yes, it's right here. Calliope joins Grace's band. They become friends. Months later, there is an automobile.
So that
accident
means
and
An
that
accident? No, that's not what
fate
happened.
was disrupted. Like, cause Apollo said that, like, what is meant to happen is, like, inevitable. It's, like, inevitable. And this was supposed to happen at a later point in a different way. So fate was disrupted and was altered. Or am I, like, misunderstanding something? Is, like, not everything fate? Only certain things are, like, prophesized? Welcome back, Annalena. It wasn't me, I swear.
Look, whoever screwed up your magic book, it wasn't me.
Yeah, Grace is already getting blamed for everything.
The books cannot be tampered with. They record what is.
But it isn't.
You will explain. We will both sit and you will explain. There will be tea.
I love her.
Curious. It is clear something unanticipated has occurred. Something outside the realm of fate.
Yeah. If that was my thought process too. If fate changed, then it must have been somebody powerful, so it must have been an idol.
Is that even possible?
It is, but I must follow the threads back to their source to find the origin of the deviation. It may take years of research.
Years? I don't have years.
That is unfortunate. If there is nothing else, I must ask you both to leave so I may begin at once.
Is there no way to speed that up? Whoever's behind it might be the murderer.
Such threads are not so easily untangled. I must consult the Moirai, if indeed they are not the ones responsible.
The Moi what?
You might know them as the Fates. They, or any beings of a sufficiently cosmic nature, have the power to undo the order of things.
That does not sound good.
Certainly not. They are also not beings I can summon at a whim to solve your mystery. I am sorry.
Actually, I came here to speak to Asterion. If, he is here.
What are the odds
Visitor for Asterion.
of
How strange.
two characters named very, very similarly?
Oh, are we doing guests? Is that a thing? I didn't know.
Wow, okay.
I love him!
I was right.
As if there was any doubt.
My old friend, this is Grace. She is our muse from the line of Calliope, and it is she who asked for you.
Don't be mean to him! Pan sent me.
I'm here on behalf of Pan. He owes you a favor? Something to do with...
No, not Pan. Nah, never heard of him.
Asterion, of course you know Pan.
No idea what he'd want. No, sir, no favours. Nah, not this Minotaur.
There you have it, Grace. I believe now is the time when you leave.
But there must be some mistake.
There is no mistake. Not this time.
Did I screw something up?
Sure about that? Because I'm not going.
It is written.
Did you hear that? Pan sends me all this way and Asterion won't even talk to us?
Maybe there's another Asterion?
Yeah, more likely Pan's got me chasing my tail. This was pointless.
Well, I don't think we're getting back inside. Do you have another plan?
Time to use my powers.
I don't know if my powers will even work on Hecate, but it's worth a shot.
Ooh, a musical number. Do you think this one could be, do you hear what I'm hearing?
Oh, you're still here? I had to run the entire... Oh, that's a long way, innit? I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to send you away, alright? I just couldn't tell you, not in front of Kate.
Is he in love with her?
Kate? You don't mean...
Oh, that is so cute.
I heard what you said about Calliope. I can help you. I really, really can. It has to be you. I am so in love with my dear sweet Kate. I just don't know how to tell her. Please, help me tell her.
Oh!
Let me get this straight. You're in love with Hecate. That Hecate.
Oh, mate. Kate
How is that so unbelievable?
She's just the best. Like, she knows everything and she always smells so good. Like, she's so nice to me and she doesn't even have to be. And we got stuck in the tower together because we can't live in the mortal world. I know I could make her happy. I want to try. Won't you help me?
Oh.
Have you tried, I don't know, talking to her about how you feel? I take that as a no.
I don't have the words. I've tried. Every time I end up knocking over a table or killing a cat or talking about how sometimes meat has that grisly texture I don't like.
You killed her cat? Oh, no.
It was a small cat.
No!
I'm just not good at words. Right? Really not good.
Do you really call Hecate Kate? Off topic, I know, but I have to ask.
Sometimes she has to go into the mortal world for a short time and do things for Athena.
Uh-huh. And...
Well, she had to make up a magic disguise, you know, a new identity. And I thought she should give it a proper name.
And you suggested Kate?
Yeah, she really liked it. She said, "Thank you, Asterion."
Are you really the Minotaur? Like, the monster who roamed a maze and ate people?
And is supposed to be dead?
Well, my father locked me up in a labyrinth, but I never ate it.
Oh, well, that's good.
Except Theseus. But he was a bellend.
Okay, so you're in love with Hecate. What is it you think I can do?
A muse knows about poetry and the heart and how to make words beautiful. All I want is to ask her, but I need good words. You know, please say you'll help me.
Yes, I will, obviously.
I do this and you'll help me in return, right?
Let me extort the
She's
Minotaur
not
real
allowed
quick.
to say anything about what happens at the tower, but she never made me swear. Maybe she never thought anyone would ask, but I'll tell you. Even if Kate doesn't like it, I'll tell you.
If I do this first.
If you help me, any trouble will be worth it.
Hecate might say no. You know that, right?
She probably will. I mean, she's Kate.
Oh.
But just once, I'd like to be able to ask her, you know, to say it out loud instead of thinking it. I'll still help you, no matter what she says. I promise.
He's very sweet.
I don't know. Doesn't this feel a little weird?
Which part?
Helping him woo her with my powers.
You heard what Pan said. You can't make anyone do anything they don't want to do. You can only make them say what's in their heart.
True.
Yeah, that's the part I can't do.
No, you will. Trust me.
I can't say I'm exactly sure what to do.
Can't you just, start the music?
Yeah, but to do what?
Oh, leave that to me. I am so excited about this, I can't even stand it.
What exactly did you have in mind, Freddy?
I am so sorry to leave you on a cliffhanger. But it is time for me to end the stream. Otherwise, I fear this will go on for like another hour. And now you have something to look forward to. Isn't that exciting?